check, go live. All right, and there it is. We are live on the YouTube. Hey, thanks for joining me this morning. Meteorologist Andrew Stutzke here with you as we're tracking in the beginning of the more serious conditions, including the low visibility, some bands of heavy snow, strong wind gusts, and of course, rapidly falling temperatures. It's been interesting to watch that temperature drop this morning. When we first came on the air at 4:30, we had temperatures near 30 degrees. Now we're quickly tumbling through the teens and single digits. And look at the mess that we've created on a lot of the roads. If you are Iowa side, it is an absolute mess. 100% coverage of snow and ice on the roads because what we're seeing is a flash freeze come through. What that means is temperatures are rapidly dropping. So as crews were putting salt on the roads early this morning, of course, that was doing its job, melting some of the freezing drizzle and light snow that was falling. But now you've got that wet pavement that is going to instantaneously freeze over as we continue to go throughout this morning and even into the afternoon. So we are expecting a lot of slick spots to develop. So there you see on the map, anywhere where there's pink, the snow is 100%, or the road, excuse me, is 100% covered in snow and ice. Not a good situation. Travel quickly, rapidly declining travel conditions, that is. Still not too bad on the Illinois side. Henry County and Knox County down towards Roseville, Galesburg, only partial coverage there. But Iowa side, again, an absolute mess. So let's see if there's any traffic events going on in terms of accidents. There was one earlier reported just near West Branch along Interstate 80. Now it looks like you've got another one there possibly near Williamsburg, but that's been an active stretch of road this morning with several reports of cars off the road and a few accidents here and there. There you see the beginning of the snow squall starting to work its way into Interstate 280 near the 80 junction. Reduced visibility starting to be picked up by our traffic camera there. Let's also go to Interstate 74, where so far it's quiet, but you can see in the distance there some of the heavier snow getting ready to work in. So let's go to live Doppler radar. There you see the heavy snow band right now approaching DeWitt. It is past Maquoketa, but it is just in line to start hitting Clinton, Savannah here in the next few minutes. Also, it's sitting just to the immediate west of the Quad Cities, right around Bluegrass. We're seeing that there. Muscatine, also seeing that snow band getting ready to move in. Let's head a little bit further south. There you see the snow band still sitting just to the west of Aledo. There's your band. Muscatine, Wapello seeing that. East of Salem, also west of Burlington is where that heavy band of snow is. So when that band hits you, reduced visibility, a flash freeze, gusty winds, and of course a quick hitting 1 to 2 inches worth of snow as it slowly meanders its way to the east. Here's the timing on that. We put a track on it. It's just now getting into the Quad Cities, so you're not seeing that in the listed time of arrival, but what you are seeing is it eventually gets into the Sauk Valley and areas east of the Quad Cities within the next hour. So that's going to be the main snow accumulating event. Once that snow band gets out of here and some light snow behind it wraps up around noon, that's it for the accumulation, but it's only the beginning of the stronger wind gusts that come in here. So there's your winter storm warning in pink, your blizzard warning in orange. Let's take it advisory by advisory, if you will, here. If you're under the winter storm warning, that means we're expecting blizzard to whiteout conditions at times. If you're under the blizzard warning, I'm expecting more widespread blizzard conditions, and those will likely be more prolonged in nature. So a more widespread, a more consistent event in terms of a blizzard for Jackson and Clinton County, especially later this afternoon into this evening. So here's Future Track as we take you through that hour by hour. Again, the accumulating snow is now this morning until about noon, and then we'll wrap up the snow accumulation heading into the noon hour. Look at the temperature drop, though. We're going to be below zero, it looks like, by about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and that's why we're expecting that flash freeze to come through. Snowfall amounts are still an expectation between 2 to 4 inches. Again, most reports I've seen coming out of eastern Iowa with the snow that's falling now have been between 2 and 3 inches. I think 2.5 here in the Quad Cities is still a good bet. And then we bring in that wind to really start moving it around and cause reduced visibility. There's your wind chill right now, only 9 above zero, already in Des Moines below zero, and look what's waiting upstream to the northwest. Those are the values we're going to see here about noon. And then once we get into darkness tonight after sunset, those numbers will really continue to fall quite dramatically. So there's the Arctic front slamming through this morning. By 3 o'clock this afternoon, the wind chill will feel like 23 to 25 below zero. And as we wake up tomorrow morning, wind chills will be between 30 and 35 below zero. We perhaps could see some hometowns start to approach 40 below zero. Now, you won't see us under a wind chill warning or wind chill advisory because we're already under a winter storm warning. That will cover this event here. It will not be required to have another warning issued. So the winter storm warning will cover these low wind chill values quite nicely. I do want you to see the big turnaround in temperatures we're going to see, because this deep freeze doesn't last long. It's only a few days, and then we start to see readings near 50 by later next week. But again, travel not advised after the noon hour today all the way through tomorrow, because tomorrow is when the winds ramp up to 40, 50 miles an hour. It's going to pick up what little snow we get, blow it all around. We've already seen some of the video coming out of areas west of here this morning. It's whiteout conditions. You can barely see the car in front of you. It is going to be quite dangerous to travel noon today all the way through tomorrow night. I think travel will become easier late morning Saturday all the way through Christmas Day. So if you need to travel and you want to go somewhere, it's safe to do so, I think, by Saturday morning, late Saturday morning, and then lasting all the way through Christmas Day. No travel issues there. Could still see a few snow showers wrapping in here on Monday. Don't see anything big with that, but I like that the warm air is coming in for next week. Let me show you what the winds are doing right now so you can see the gusts and the speeds. Right now we're approaching 30, 31 miles an hour here, actually 36 miles an hour here in the Quad Cities with the latest update. So again, as the snow comes in and it starts to stick to the ground and this wind picks up, you're really going to start to see that visibility go downhill very, very quickly. We're going to continue to provide live updates throughout Good Morning America here in the next hour, so you can tune in on WQAD, our main channel. Of course, WQAD.com, more updates there. Grab the WQAD News 8 app. If you haven't already, you'll get the push alerts and the updates. Plus, it will follow you if you're going to be traveling. It'll let you know what the advisories, the watches, and warnings are. If there's heavy snow near your area, all of that can be provided through the app as well. Can't also forget our amazing partners at our iHeartMedia radio stations, WLLR. I was just speaking with them a little while ago. Also, our other radio partners as well. We're going to keep you up to date throughout this whole storm. So again, avoid travel, especially by noon today into tonight. After dark, very dangerous. You don't have any daylight to work with, and when that snow gets to be blowing, it's not good news. So if you do have to travel, please take it slow. Make sure you've got that winter weather survival kit. It's got blanket, it's got snacks, food that doesn't expire quickly, bottled water, perhaps a shovel, some cat litter, or I've heard you can use your floor mats too in case you get stuck. You don't want to get stuck in wind chills that are 40 below zero. That could mean life-threatening conditions and also frostbite. That's the word I'm looking for in 10 minutes or less. So very dangerous if you get stuck outside later tonight, especially into tomorrow morning. So stick with us. More updates throughout the day. And of course, we'll have Beast coverage coming up at 11 o'clock as well for GMQC at 11. We'll see you then.